Well, National Signing Day was last Wednesday.
Yeah.
It was about a foregone conclusion because you set us up for the last two signees. But hey, since they weren't in the books at the time, give us those two final signees to the 22 class.
Well, yeah, I don't. The class ended up okay, and varying on different services. Nebraska's around 57 or so in the country in a recruiting class, and we said all along, don't get upset about what the ranking is going to be, and they filled some holes that they needed, and came through at the end with some good commits there, especially with Braden Gould there at the end as a 4-star. But we talked about it last week on signing day that Emmett Johnson, I was expecting his commitment to come down, the running back out of Minnesota, and that happened. I mean, that's a good pickup for Nebraska. Filling up some holes there in that position of need. Now that you've lost a few guys, transfer portal casualties there, if I'll say, and then Friday, Dakota's Crawford committed, which was not a surprise either. A wide receiver commit, an LSU guy that was going to pretty much follow Mickey Joseph anywhere Mickey was going to go, and because Mickey had been recruiting him since he was in 9th grade, and he went ahead and flipped, and he's going to come out here and play at Nebraska and play for a coach that he believes in Mickey Joseph, the new wide receiver coach and passing game coordinator here at Nebraska. So it rounded out a nice. I mean, it really did. It put a couple of cappers there on the high school side of this class, and now you move forward, and if you're going to add any more high school kids in signing day number 2, as I think I'll start dubbing it right now because I don't think it's going to be around much longer. That it might be a couple of home run hitters. Pretty highly ranked guys that you probably didn't think Nebraska had a chance with, and I think a lot of this goes down where I'm kind of getting at is with a lot of highly ranked skill position guys that were once committed to LSU, and now with a lot of changes down there that are out there and available, and we'll see how it goes. It's nice to have Mickey Joseph right now in Nebraska's corner, trying to sway some of these kids right now.
Navy Thomas is joining us tonight.
Hey, we haven't heard from Navy in a while.
I know it. Navy doesn't look like he's too happy about the recent quarterback news of Jack Miller going to Florida from Ohio State, maybe that he could have been a Nebraska find, and then also, of course, Adrian Martinez to Kansas State. There does seem to be, with all this quarterback activity in the transfer portal, I got to think that most of it's taken place, that there wouldn't be a whole lot of guys that would play in a bowl game, not enter the transfer portal, and then decide to do it later. They'd be risking not being able to find a spot. So I would think most of that activity's already happened. Who knows? Yeah.
It's that's such a good question that I don't think anybody knows the answer to, because the transfer portal is basically taking over college football right now. It has trumped signing day, basically. That it's kind of put high school recruiting in the back seat. And, I mean, you never know who's going to drop their name into the transfer portal tomorrow or tonight after we get off the air. You don't know. Things change on a minute-by-minute basis right now in college football, especially with the transfer portal. So there might be some guys that come available later on, and I think that we've talked about it, that there were some targets Nebraska had on there for a veteran transfer portal quarterback, and since we've talked since a week ago that a lot of these guys are already signed, sealed, and delivered somewhere else. So, I mean, the biggest thing right now for Nebraska is that you got to get this. You got to get at least one guy in here before January 18th, when classes start up here at Nebraska for next semester, and have a guy in here and in place that is going to compete and hopefully, use this as a good advantage for him in his stock moving forward uh, towards the NFL career. So, yeah, there's been some guys that you thought might have ended up here that are gone right now, but who knows who's going to come available here in the next couple of weeks because bowl season just started, and we're in for a wild ride here for next couple of weeks. Absolutely. So we'll see.